Hey guys, welcome to the uncle who works for Nintendo. Much like the video this morning, if you watched it, we did NNID typing, and I kind of felt like just doing random games today. I didn't feel like doing actual full-on games that I've been regularly doing. I just felt like a little break, alright? That's it. So I found this game called The Uncle Who Works for Nintendo. I don't know anything about this game. We're just gonna head into it and have fun, alright? Okay, this game makes extensive use of sound, alright? I put my headphones in, yeah. Occasionally it takes control of my browser. What now? Okay, okay, I'll click that so you know. This is a horror game. Oh, great, the lighting. My room, I changed the color of the lights in my room a lot because I have this strip of lights and I really like color. And right now I have it on a deep dark red, which is probably a very bad color for this game. Alright, this game does not make use of screamers or jump scares, however sound effects are used for tension and atmosphere. Some playthroughs may encounter plot points concerning a possible suicide. What now? Thematically, many aspects of this game may recall the emotional abuse experienced by children at the hands of adults and very often other children. Okay, there is your content warning. If you are not okay with any of this, go watch something else, alright? Go watch Super Mario 3D World, because that's a happier game, alright? Or Kirby. Kirby's better. Go watch Kirby. Don't watch 3D World. Alright. You're 11 years old. What is your best friend's name? Oh, my best friend's name is, Ryan. Right. Your best friend Ryan has invited you to a sleepover at his house this weekend. You've been gotta make sure it sounds up too. You've been friends since first grade, so asking your mom is basically a formality. Okay, so ask my mom. You've never confirmed this, but you suspect the babysitter may charge extra when there are two kids. You sometimes feel like staying somewhere else is the only way you can help out. Oh, I understand. Alright, I understand. I never had any babysitters growing up, but I can totally understand that logic. Only a formality. Alright. On Friday night, you're home for only a few hours, long enough to pack, get in a fight with your younger sister, pack some more, and watch some TV. Oh god, to be 11 again. At 6 sharp, you're standing on the sidewalk outside Ryan's house, while your mom idles in the car nearby. She leans out the window to you. You behave yourself, okay? She says, as always. I'll be at work, but if anything happens, you call me. Yeah, Mom. Yeah. Alright, I'll pick you up tomorrow at 3, she says, again as usual. But then she pauses, looking up at the sky, which has been overcast throughout the day. If you play outside, she asks, be careful. It's probably gonna rain. I'll kiss her goodbye. Yeah, I'm a good kid. I'm a good son. I appreciate my mom. After you part, your mom drives down the street, disappearing around the corner. You turn back to Ryan's house. The lights inside are glowing warmly. You can see Ryan waving at you from his bedroom on the 2nd floor. Head inside. All right. It is 6 p.m. I like this thunder. It's very nice. Very nice. Ryan's mom meets you just inside. Hello, she says. Dinner will be ready in a few minutes, but you could drop stuff off in the den. You and Ryan are camping out there tonight. Cool. You drop your sleeping bag and overnight bags in the corner of the den and then pause to take a look around. Behind the couch, your grandfather clock is ticking softly through a set of patio doors. On the far side of the room, you can see the sky is just as gray as it was when your mom left. I can read. I'm in college. Framed pictures line the walls, and over the dark fireplace hangs a monstrous pair of antlers from a buck that Ryan's dad shot years ago. And of course, there's a big screen TV. Oh, beautiful. Sometimes it makes you uncomfortable how much nicer Ryan's house is than yours. Isn't that how it always seems, though? Like your friend's house is always better. I think that feels like that quite a bit. I believe it does anyway. Anyway. I remember I was always jealous of my friends' houses. Alright. You drop your sleeping and overnight bags in the corner of the den and pause to take a look around. Behind the couch, a grandfather clock is... wait, we did this already. And there's a big screen TV. Alright. Ryan entered the room while you weren't paying attention, and he now stands in the doorway, smiling expectantly. Are you ready for dinner, he asks? Sure. Dinner passes quickly. Tonight's meal is spaghetti and meatballs, one of Ryan's favorite meals, as his mother points out while piling a helping on your plate. Ryan's father cracks a beer and jovially interrogates you about how much trouble you and Ryan are getting into at school. Alright, so let's click that cracks a beer. Wait, that wasn't a beer at all. That's a glass of lemonade. Why would you even think it was beer? Ryan's father doesn't drink alcohol. You're certain to remember that fact now that you've remembered it. Well, whatever. Oh, dang. Okay, this is gonna mess so bad with me. Okay, so the screen, alright. Dessert is heaping bowls of ice cream, drizzled in chocolate sauce. Ooh, got some caramel too? You can't even finish yours. The grandfather clock in the den chimes. You go along now. Whoa, actually, okay. That's so sudden. It was, alright. You go along now, says Ryan's mom, smiling from her side of the table. We'll clean up here. Let's go get the TV ready, says Ryan. The two of you leave the dining room and head upstairs. Ryan's room is immense. You stay in the den because the TV is larger there, but there's a sizable one here. Flush with the wall opposite of the full-size bed. We'll take the 64 down first, says Ryan, heading towards his TV and opening the entertainment center cabinet. It's his prerogative, of course. He gets to choose what you play first, usually. But as Ryan begins unhooking the cords from the N64 from the TV, you catch sight of the other things he has in there. All the major stuff, an old SNES, a PlayStation, a Dreamcast, but other things too, things you don't really recognize. A large box with green highlights, a smaller purple one, a strange white and yellow tower with what looked like gloves resting on hooks on either side, a compact white cone. Those look cool. Ryan looks to the clutter in the cabinet. Oh yeah, he says, those are pretty cool. I can't show them to you though, they're still secret. I promised my uncle. Of course, you suddenly remember, his uncle. The uncle who works for Nintendo. What is that? Oh, it's the sound of a game. Okay. I can't tell what game that is, though. I never had an N64. In the corner, the grandfather clock is ticking softly. Through a nearby set of patio doors, you can see it getting quite dark. Okay, let's click that. It's 7 p.m. Okay. Framed pictures line the walls. You walk around the perimeter of the den, inspecting the pictures idly. Most of them are family portraits from years past. Ryan cradled lovingly between his mother and father, or any one of the three on their own. A happy, tidy family. I will find pictures of the uncle. You don't find any, not one. The only pictures here are of Ryan and his parents. You don't know why it makes you feel uneasy. Time passes. In the corner of... Oh, wow, there's all... Oh, yeah, okay, so now we're back to this. Okay, Ryan's parked in front of the large TV playing something on the Nintendo 64. I'll watch him play. Yeah, because it's a sleepover. You try to relax by watching Ryan play a game. After a moment, though, he looks over at you, says, "You play this one." This game is kind of spooky. Your character just has a flashlight and is running around in some underground tunnels. Occasionally you hear, like, pew pew pews. I'm kidding. Occasionally you hear what sounds like digging. You don't like it. Ryan is watching you and seems to be amused at how uncomfortable you are. You don't say anything, so you don't look weak. You play for a while, even though there doesn't seem to be an ending. The clock chimes. You're in the den. In the corner of the grandfather clock is ticking softly. Oh, that's right, we've done that. Alright, so we watched him play. Let's talk to him. What would you like to talk about? Let's talk about school. You ask Ryan how he did on the math quiz you had trouble with. He got an A. Of course he did. An hour passes. The clock chimes. Again. Okay. Okay. Ryan's mother bustles into the room, holding a large ceramic bowl filled with popcorn under her arm. How are you kids doing? She asks. Good, says Ryan, his eyes not moving from the television. I hope you're having fun, says Ryan's mom. Here's some popcorn. Extra butter. Ooh, that's the good stuff. She places it on the floor by Ryan. Almost immediately, Ryan is shoveling popcorn into his mouth. Meanwhile, his mother smiles first at him and then gets back at you. There's sodas in the kitchen if you get thirsty, she says, and some pizza from the other night if you get hungry. Okay. Thank you. She looks at Ryan. Your father's gone to bed. I'll be there soon myself. I want you two to keep it quiet, alright? Yes, Mom, Ryan says tiredly. I keep forgetting to do his voice before. Oh, it's Super Mario. Okay. Oh, that's Mario Kart. Alright, that's what it is. Oh, and before I forget, your uncle called. He suddenly has some business here in town tomorrow, but he's driving in early. He'll be here around midnight. Okay. For the first time, Ryan stops playing his game, stops eating popcorn, and turns to look at his mother. Okay, he says. I want you two to welcome him in, alright? He'll be very tired and very hungry, so offer him something to eat before he goes to bed. Okay, Mom. Good night, kids. And with that, she's gone. So we gotta give the pizza to the uncle, I bet, right? Let's ask about him. So why is your uncle coming? Your uncle stays with you when he visits? Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, says Ryan nonchalantly. He lives pretty far away, so he just drops by. Isn't that a little weird? Ryan gives you a look you don't like very much. How would you know? He asks. You don't even have an uncle. I guess so. You drop the conversation in silence. Oh, I made it awkward. Let's think about it. It began with Mew. Oh, Mew. Oh, okay, alright. Like, it's my uncle from Nintendo showed me, okay. You didn't believe him at first, when Ryan came to school one day and told you he finally caught Mew. Prove it, you said. So he pulled out his Game Boy and showed you. There it was. Mew. The 151st Pokemon, only available to players at promotional events, somehow unlocked on Ryan's game. It's really strong, he said. It KOs everything in one hit. No, it doesn't. Are you kidding? It's Mew. That background sound, oh my goodness. Ryan demonstrated this claim at recess when you and some other kid and some other friends linked Game Boys to do battle. You were the first one down. No one else got a single hit on Ryan's Mew. In a few days, everyone had quit playing Pokemon at recess. The allure had faded. Oh, that's so sad. Pokemon never was always so big, even through high school and stuff like that. Black and White was a big deal at school, and it was awesome. And in elementary schools, the trading cards and the games, it just never quit. Maybe because we caught it at the height of popularity. Because I guess I was in kindergarten in 1998, so yeah. You asked how Ryan managed to get it. Oh, my uncle got a job at Nintendo, says Ryan. You were walking home together, past one of the construction crews. There's been a storm not too long ago. Trees were were down all over the town. Buildings had collapsed. You were standing in an intersection with Ryan as a truck rumbled by, loaded up with ragged tree trunks. What a bad storm. Alright, you walk past the construction crew. Ryan still lived next door to you at the time. Wait, this couldn't have been too long ago. When did Ryan move? There was something nice about being his neighbor. Oh. He also got me this new Game Boy, said Ryan, pulling it out of his pocket. You hadn't noticed it earlier, but yeah, Ryan now had a sleek new Game Boy Color. Until today, he had one of the old ones, a big gray brick like yours. This one's a special edition, says Ryan. Isn't it cool? You agreed. You snap out of your reflections. In the corner, the grandfather clock. Oh, well, we've done this. Let's go to the... remember my own Mew, sure. You got your own Mew, eventually. Another friend had a Game Shark, which you borrowed one day. Why would you use a Game Shark? Use the Missing No glitch. Just saying. Not the Missing No one. The one with the trainer, you click start in front of the trainer, and then you go meet the guy with the Slowpoke, the level 17 or 14 Slowpoke, and then you get a Mew and you walk out of Lavender Town. Yeah. Which you borrowed one day. You spent the entire night unlocking every Pokemon you could obtain in your game or hadn't yet traded for, including Mew. It didn't one-hit KO most enemies, but it was incredibly weak, and you shamefully cheated the game further to make it strong enough. It even looked different from Ryan's. What do you mean? Your Mew was small, even cute, standing there with its round, cheerful eyes. But when Ryan's had wiped out everyone at school, it had looked completely different. Compact, snarling, fierce. It didn't hit one... Oh, okay. Ask him why. What? He said. That had been here in the den. Oh, that thing. Ryan had moved by then. But how long was that after the first storm, after he got Mew? Oh, that thing. It had been a while since anyone talked about Pokemon. Well, my uncle got me a special edition Mew, first of all, he said, smirking a little, but not looking away from the PlayStation game he was playing. Wow, he changed that console out quick. That's why mine look different. Second of all, mine can one-hit KO because it's the real Mew. You ask what he meant by that. Just what I said. You cheated and got a fake Mew. So of course there'd be problems. Glitches and junk. You felt your cheeks redden. But not me, Ryan said again. I got the real Mew, and only me. My brother was so jealous. Wait, brother? Ryan's brother. What about him? Why does remembering that comment make you feel uneasy? You snap out of your reflections. The clock chimes. You are in the den. It begins raining outside. Okay, so we're back here. Let's... Oh, bowl of popcorn. Let's eat the butter popcorn. You got a butter popcorn. It's buttery and delicious. Yay. Let's go to the bathroom, I suppose. You head to the bathroom down the hall from the den. There's a shower, a linen closet, and a toilet. Well, let's use the toilet first. You don't have to go right now. Are you done? Okay, let's check the closet. It's a linen closet, filled with large, fluffy towels and washcloths. You're not sure why you looked in there. We're just curious. Shower. The shower is pristinely clean. I am done here. I would like a soda, please. Alright, let's go to the... passing through the empty dining room, you enter the kitchen, which is also deserted right now, because everyone's asleep. There are a few things here. Let's get soda. Actually, I want what? Ooh, soda. It's a sleepover. We're going to spoil ourselves. You grab your snack and exit the kitchen. You head back to the den. The clock chimes. You are in the den. I don't... What? Okay. Why is your uncle coming? Brian shrugs. Business. But I thought he worked for Nintendo. Or what sort of business? Stuff for Nintendo, says Ryan. Does Nintendo have a lot of business here? Why else would my uncle be coming? Ryan says as if you had asked the dumbest question in the world. No such thing as a dumb question. Just saying. That is 100% legit. Unless you're trying to be dumb. In which case there is a possibility that dumb questions exist. And I'm talking about stuff like, never mind, it's really hard to come up with one. But I think it's understandable. Alright, dumbest question in the world. Alright, well, it's cool. I'll finally get to meet him. Yeah, agrees Ryan. I think you'll like him. What sort of work does he do? Ryan pauses the game and turns towards you, visibly agitated. How should I know? I don't work for them. Right now he's not quite yelling, but you think if you keep pressing the subject, he might. Sorry, I was just curious. Drop the conversation in silence. Oh, was I supposed to, keep doing that? Oh, okay, let's do that. Why is your uncle coming? What sort of business? Did they do a lot of business here? I'll finally get to meet him. What sort of work does your uncle do? Alright, I'm not sure I believe you about your uncle. Ryan takes a moment to respond, as if he's not quite sure he heard you correctly. What? I don't believe your Nintendo works for Uncle. Oh my god, do I? Let's do it. You think you've finally done it. Ryan stands up, fists clenched at his sides, mouth twisting horribly as he struggles to say something. You watch he takes a step towards you and... You clench your teeth and wait. Ryan darts forward and pushes you back into the hardwood floor, cracking your skull against it. I knew something bad was going to happen, yet I still did it. Oh my god. You take the initiative and throw a punch before he can go for you again. You take a moment to be dazed. Oh my god. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh no. Oh no. I didn't want to be bad. You shove yourself up off the floor and send your fist into Ryan's stomach. For a moment you're shocked at what you've done as he stands there gasping in his pajamas, but then suddenly... Bad expression, I hate you. Set, I hate... Oh god, it set a, variable. That's bad. Oh no, my friend hates me. You hear something, you think you hear something. Someone's shouting and then you've fallen flat on the floor. For a moment, you don't think you can get up. Your whole body feels heavy. Did he hit you? I hate you! Ryan says, leave me alone. You finally manage to sit up as he turns back to his game. Take a moment to collect yourself. I mean, I don't want to call my mom. My kitchen. There you go, a fridge. I'm gonna get myself pizza. You regret that kitchen trip earlier. Now you have to go to the bathroom. Okay, now let's go to the bathroom. Let's go to the toilet. You realize there's something wrong with the toilet. The water in the bowl looks solid, like glass. When you attempt to turn the handle, nothing happens, but the toilet emits a sound of flushing anyway. God, you suddenly feel like you don't feel like having to go anymore. What's going on here? Oh, okay. Yeah, there's nothing in there. Let's go back. Back to the den. The clock chimes. The grandfather clock chimes the hour as Ryan suddenly looks up from the 64. It's time, he says. Stop being weird. Someone knocks at the front door. That's him, says Ryan, standing up. I should go let him in. As he leaves the den, you realize you could follow, but a part of you really likes being scarce for a bit. I'm gonna follow. The knocking continues persistently as you follow Ryan to the front of the house. Outside the pebbled glass of the front window, you can see a tall, dark shadow. Ryan goes to the door, undoes the deadbolt, and cracks it open. You can come in, he says to whoever stands out there on the porch, and looks over his shoulder at you. Sorry, he says. Before you ask what there is to be sorry about, the door slams open. Oh no. Oh. Hello, child. Come closer, child. No more worries, child. I am hungry, child. No more worries, child. Hello, child. Variable fear, that's PHP. Fear none. Screaming cease. Stop it, child. Hello, child. Hello. Undefined error. The uncle who works for Nintendo. What? Okay, so I got the undefined error ending. Let's restart from that. Was your father drinking beer? No, he doesn't drink. No, he wasn't. Okay. Let's do this again. Let's go to the kitchen this time. Ryan's mom and dad is still there. You realize the table hasn't been cleared yet, and they're still sitting at the exact same places you left them. In fact, you realize they aren't moving at all. What do you mean? They sit there completely still like mannequins. Ryan's dad is holding up his glass of lemonade as if getting ready to take a drink. Ryan's mom has her head turned and her mouth slightly open as if she froze immediately after you, and Ryan left the dining room. I'm gonna talk to them. Hi. They don't respond. Thunder rumbles outside. They don't seem to notice. Please, are you okay? They aren't even blinking. Run past him into the kitchen. Run back to the den. Tell his parents. Yeah. Tell Ryan what you saw. What? He asked, looking over his shoulder at you, pausing his game. Your parents are sitting in the dining room still. They're not moving. They're not even blinking. Yeah. Are you sure? Ryan says, Ryan frowning at you. I bet they're just being weird. Give me a second. And he stands and moves out of the room and points back at the 64. You can play my game if you want. I'll wait. You stand alone in the den, listening to the wind outside and the chiming of the grandfather clock. You try to listen to the conversation Ryan must be having with his parents, but you don't hear anything. After a while, Ryan comes back. They look fine to me, says Ryan. Mom said she's going to bring us popcorn soon. But I saw them. Nice try for a prank, though, says Ryan, seemingly ignoring you. Oh, and one more thing, he says while resuming his spot in front of the Nintendo. Thanks for sending me out then. Mom made me help her clean up after all. Special company. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, my uncle's coming to visit. Time passes. The clock chimes. We gotta, let's get some more popcorn. Buttery delicious. Let's get 3 handfuls because I'm extra hungry right now. Let's go back to the kitchen. Let's get ourselves a soda because, you know, all that salt. We're really thirsty. Ryan looks up at the 64. It's time, he says. Alright, I don't want to play games anymore. Someone knocks at the front door. Alright, here we go again. That's him. Let's be scarce. Where's there to go? The bathroom? Yeah. You run down the hall to the bathroom and lock the door behind you, or at least this could have been a bathroom. The walls are bare and white and there's no sink or toilet, but there are some featureless white boxes that could stand in for a shower or a linen closet. Oh god, closet. You crawl into the plain white box that is about the size of a linen closet. You close it behind you. From the front of the house, you can hear the front door slam open. Oh no. After that, you can't hear anything except child. The rain. No, not just the rain, but that voice in the back of your head like, I am coming for you, child. Like something you can't even begin to describe. Though you lock the door behind you, you hear it open easily. Someone walks in. I close my eyes. You're not sure yet how you know something is out there because you don't exactly, oh child, hear it moving, but you don't exactly hear it moving, but you know it's there and you know it's stopped. Poor child. Right outside your hiding spot. It opens the door, even though you immediately realize it doesn't have any hands. Oh, child, I'm so hungry, child. You cannot run, child. Hello, child. No more worries, child. Hello, child. Cease. Cease. I have friends for you, child. Friends for you in the dark. You will pay forever. Play forever in the dark. Oh, child. Alright. Oh my god, my throat. That is enough. That is 2 videos today where I'm just talking. Okay, so I hope you guys didn't mind this. I'm going to put a link in the description so you guys can try this out yourself. Unlock the other 3 endings, right? Let me know how it goes, alright? Because I'd like to know how these go from you guys, alright? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, and hit that like button. I love you all, you awesome people. See you guys next time.